Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Hitman Freelancer, the hardcore revisited challenge where 47 is looking to clean up the remaining levels and get this job done. Now, we're going to start with Berlin today, weren't we? Because we had collateral kill firearms and a piercing sniper rifle will do the job nicely. And I was saving Berlin until the point where I had a sniper related challenge. It's not strictly a sniper related challenge, I could do it with a shotgun or similar, but heck with it. That will leave either Paris or Mumbai for our showdown. Do we think about that whilst we're selecting items maybe? What else we got? Push kill, perfect shooter, blur, and take no damage, which should be okay in theory. How are Mumbai and Paris going to work? You can get around a lot of Paris in a suit, but suits aren't great for showdowns because your suspects can see through them. Mumbai, on the other hand, we could get like a food vendor outfit or something and then get around most of the map. Let's think. What else might we want to bring? Push kill, no damage. Not sure how many targets we had. We'll bring a rubber ducky, just for luck. Let's see. It's only 3 targets, so we're going to have to try and get those optional objectives done from the start. So let's head out and see what's what. Are we on the roof? That's the perfect start. Okay. Where are our targets, though? They're all in and around the club, perhaps? What are you doing over there? Eldergard Winter. That's out of the map, isn't it? Let's see. We've got a target there near a flight of stairs. Is that on the roof area? Because that's a push kill. We got one right down in the club. That could be a collateral kill. But what are you doing over there? Yeah, you're somewhere up behind those smokestacks. So how does one even? I'll have to get down there and have a look in a bit, I think. But for now, we've got cameras and a biker outfit to worry about. So, let's see. Camera 1. Now, we may as well pop down and deal with the actual surveillance recorder at this stage. Good. Now we'll pop back up and grab that biker outfit we desire. Just can't go wrong with a biker outfit on Berlin. Yeah. You pay attention to that sound. No, there's another chum over there, but he's away. Oops. Nearly messed that up. But nearly is fine. There we go. That's what you get for being observant. Now, do we go down to the club first? We're on the same level as our guard target, who's probably a push kill. But push kill is an optional extra, basically, whereas collateral firearms has to be done. So let's go down to the club first, and if we botch the collateral firearms on that target, then we will get it on our rooftop security guard. Now, those guards are chilling. So, target was right down below. It looks like they're on the dance floor because they've moved a bit. And they're in the middle. Right, they're coming upstairs though. So they come into the club? No, they just keep walking around there. I mean, yeah, there's options here for collateral kills, but there's not easy escape routes. And then they go upstairs again. And then where are they going to go? Are they going to keep going up? One would assume so, otherwise what's the point in coming up here? Oh no, they're sat down. Okay. So, people up there might see if we knock this person out and push them down onto that person. So maybe we wait for an opportunity down here. I mean, we could go this way, past this lad. Is anyone watching us from over here? If we peek out like so. Okay. Didn't look as though we were hitting things there, but we apparently were. It sounded like someone heard that, but no one's coming over to look, so that's good. Maybe this isn't the best spot. But they did have a drink at the bar. Where was that drink that they had? Probably in the middle there. Maybe it's a good idea to just whip out the old sniper in here somewhere. Wait for him to come back up and blast them from behind the bar. Because who can really see us from behind here? Nobody that's real. Right, they're just standing about there, so that's no good. They're going to come up the stairs. There's Florida Man. I doubt they're going to cross paths. And we can't really hit them from here anyway. Maybe if we'd been stood right at the bottom end, we could have got away with a collateral there. This side's not terribly subtle for a kill. And then they just stand out in the middle there. Okay, taking a selfie. Very well. Oh, we've lost perfect shooter. Damn it. That's not my fault. Those shots were clear as day going through the box. But yeah, here she comes again. So, whereabouts does she go exactly? She comes over there. She has a drink. We get compromised, but we did get collateral firearms, so that's good. Oops. We concealed the wrong item. Why would you put an entire... Why would you use an entire briefcase for a lockpick? Right, yeah, people are looking for us. They know there's a dodgy biker about. But we don't have any further business downstairs here. So I think that's fine. We could make doubly sure by getting Rolf Hirschmiller's outfit, couldn't we? Is there any reason not to do that? Oh, we get some loot low down here. Yeah, let's get Napoleon blown apart, just in case we do decide to explode someone. But yeah, easiest strong outfit in the world. We just turn on the old gramophone. Rolf will eventually notice it. Looks like he might have done. Good. His guards aren't terribly bright. Down he goes. And into the cupboard. And we are Rolf. Good. Best thing about Rolf, as I'm sure you're all aware, is that as well as being a civilian outfit, he can still openly carry a sniper rifle. So even if we do need to snipe target number 3, we'll be able to do so with no problems. But first, we'll keep heading up the stairs and try and make our way to the rooftop. So there's what, 3 guards out on this roof, maybe? This guy. And then target is on the floor below by the look. And then there's that guy over there. Okay. Where are you going?
Hope everything's to your liking, Mr. Hirschmuller.
Yeah, you better hope that. Tell you what I'd prefer though, is if you weren't actually here. Now, there's our target. He's actually moved up onto this floor. But we want to wait, I think.
How are you, sir?
I mean...
Hey you! You with the owner by any chance?
Am I with the owner? I am the owner.
Please, help me.
Friend. Yeah, you piss off. Now, where was Brendo in red going? Because we don't want a situation where we shoot our enforcer in the chair, and then that causes friendo to take notice. So he just stands back there. Okay. Now, potentially, he could be lured around here. At least one of them can be. One would imagine.
We should really check that out. Go have a look-see, please. Sure thing.
Yeah. Is there anywhere around here where we can throw people? Doesn't really matter, because we can just choke this lad out. And then we can just shoot the other guy in the head if we need to. But if we can just dump this guy off here somewhere, would be good. But no. Okay. So instead, he's got to go. So where can we take you to drop you without anyone below noticing us? I mean, you're not really paying much attention. So if we throw this guy over here, and it's a kill. Oh, there's a kill. Good. Right. So that's push kill dealt with as well. Now we just need to worry about target number 3, who was way over there somewhere.
You okay?
Does he look okay? Right, so where are you? And why are you beyond the level boundary? It's a bit weird. Not gonna lie. No, can't sneak out there anywhere. Is there a gap in this fence, or am I just imagining things on Freelancer? Might be imagining things. No, that guy's not even looking though. He's looking the wrong way. And here she comes. So I guess she's going to try and get into the party now that we've caused her to be able to move. Oh, there's the white rabbit scuttling through. Not our problem today. And let's see. There's our problem, and it's solved. So guards will probably be approaching this location. What with someone's head just exploding in front of them.
Have a good time.
So which exit is best? I mean, that exit is probably still best. It's just we don't want to rush straight over there
Hey, big shot.
whilst guards are rushing in our direction. Now, someone's a bit sus because we did lockpick a door right in front of them. But that's okay. Because we're just finding a little roundabout route that will allow us out of the level.
Buddy.
Yep, you're also sus. Very well. Pretty clumsy escape route, but it's one that's going to work, and we're going to get 3 out of 4. And what's our magical prize this time? Piss off, remote audio distraction. No one likes you. Now, open safe explosive. Had I considered safes with the levels I was picking up till now? Not sure if I had, but they've both got one, which is just perfect. Paris, they've only got 2 targets each, which seems odd given as some of the level 1 challenges were having 4 targets. No combat, hide target bods, poison guard. No bods found, but eliminate guard's SMG. I remember now. Let's do Mumbai. And we're definitely taking open safe explosive. So hide target bods, no combat, poison guard. I mean, no combat suggests sequing people to move them to quiet locations, but that can be tricky on Mumbai. But on the off chance we're sequing both our targets, we'll bring a Karma as well. And then, do we bring like a Semtex block? Or are we just stingy and do we go upstairs and make ourselves an explosive? I think we'll do that. Right, well, starting location is this. Just hanging around, leaning on a rail. Does that give us any clue as to the map we're on? Well, the safe is in Rangan's compound, so it looks to be illusions of grandeur.
Don't have that one, the other one.
Target in the train yard? Near Vanishaw's carriage. Is that the guy who hangs out in there, and then targeting the Mumbai laundry. So we're going to need a variety of outfits to get everything done. Perhaps. We could start in the Chawl. I'll often get the Kashmirian outfit on this level because it's stylish and it lets us go around the guards without a problem. But we are going to need to get into locations that require other outfits. So I think it's a job for the local security outfit, which is where? Is it in there? It might be in there. Can we get in there without getting spotted? I mean, she's not paying much attention.
But I'm sure he's up to no good. You know, at one point, I'm pretty sure I saw him handling what looked like some sort of
Good. Now, am I correct? Is this the right room? Yeah, good. Local security. Step one, before I forget, like a big idiot, is probably blow the safe open. And there's also a supplier over here, although getting to this supplier will involve braving that enforcer. And maybe another enforcer a little further around. Perhaps. So do we buy a gun?
I might have it.
Do we need to buy a gun? We could buy a legendary blade. The ornamental katana. It's not legendary, but it's ornamental. It's pretty stylish. Maybe we come back at the end and buy that though. Let's buy the impact explosive now. Just in case we somehow botch the safe explosion. So, cameras aren't too bad to deal with. Especially with us coming here first. You bugger off. You're too attentive for your own good. The guy who comes down here is also pretty attentive. But we'll deal with him.
No way.
Can we corner grab him?
Someone's throwing stuff around here.
Think we can. Even though there's a thing in the way. Yeah, we can. Good. He has a... something or other. I don't think he was going to say a cat. So therefore, we're okay with choking him out and dealing with it. If he had a cat, then we would be more reticent. Now, what are you doing coming down here? Who are you, and why are you coming down here? Is it to give me your pants? Certainly looks that way. Now, who saw that?
You've got a death wish.
Jeez. What is going on around here? Now, you've seen the gun, but you haven't seen the bod. But you're going to see the bod in a minute.
Whoa.
Yeah, you've seen the bod. Do you want to join it?
Oh. Looks like someone got their ass kicked really bad here.
Oh, yeah. Right, now you've seen it, because you were going to come out sooner or later. No combat. You're going to go and get help. Yeah. But we are now a bodyguard, so that's okay. Not quite sure why that guy came downstairs. He doesn't normally do that. But that's fine. They can find all those bods. We are not near the scene of that particular crime any longer. Let's go and find another crime that we can do. So the safe is now... where exactly? It's on this floor. It's in the studio.
Work is finding the right colors.
Boop.
Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there.
Now,
Got it?
Fine.
these two are about to poop their pants. There we go. Whole lot of panicking going on. Whole lot of alerted people running around and about. Maybe we shouldn't be here. Let's stand out here for a moment. We never come out here. This little area out on the rooftops with the big fan and everything, just not a part of Freelancer, it seems. It'd be fun if there's just a random Freelancer target that just stands here for no clear reason. And Forcer's going back upstairs. Everyone's decided that explosion wasn't that big of a deal
Don't
after
finish
all.
it. Rangan will kill me. If I do,
Yoink.
the artistic community will be dead to me. What is worse?
And now we can leave Rangan's tower. This outfit is not going to allow us anywhere else, though. It's not going to allow us into the laundry, and it won't allow us into the train yard. I think we'll need separate outfits for each of those. No, she's still hanging around, troublemaker that she is. Laundry's probably the first stop. Not sure how we're going to hide a target bod over there, but we'll cross that bridge in a moment when we come to it. Right, so our target is a laundry worker, I believe. If we come in this way, then we can at least find a couple of other laundry workers. Yep. And then we've got this room. No.
He hasn't left the office since he got here.
Oh, no. That's
You
not-
guys are going to see
I
if
was
I
up
try
in
and
the office when he
pick
came
this
in.
lock, aren't you?
One of the guards told him that the Slum Queen wanted to talk to him. The guy turned all grey and started stammering.
Alright, I'm crouched now.
No, she's taken over the business.
I don't think so.
Okay, we got away with that. Good. Now, food vendor, that's not a helpful outfit.
Probably. Sadly,
There's at
today,
least one person
day
upstairs.
and night. Never. Not alive.
And they are just a laundry worker. Good. That might be the outfit we need right now. Yeah.
No way!
You pay attention to that, my friend. And we're suddenly not trespassing. Is there anything else we might want to do up here? Not really. I guess we could go higher up and see the tailor, perhaps, or am I thinking of the wrong building? And yeah, we're in the vicinity of our friend,
I really need a break.
and he doesn't know who we are. Good. A few other people do. There's a box there. That's good. So let's turn on this industrial tumble dryer. And I think we've got our man. Now, would it be illegal to carry that lesser opener? It would. However, let's whip it out now. Take our man down. Pop him in there. Good. Okay, so that's a target down. If we'd come here first, actually, let me just double check something. Okay, for a moment, well, I thought there was a dancer disguise up here, but I guess I'm incorrect. Oh no, there it is. Cool, so if we'd come here first, we could have got the dancer outfit then, and then we could have gone to Rangan's tower, but that's not the direction we want to head in right now. We're heading to the train yard, so that would have been a bit more stylish perhaps, but it would have involved a bit more running around in inconvenient outfits. Now, how far in can we go in this? A laundry worker's just allowed in the train yard? Wow. Well, I never. You learn something new every day, or at least every now and again. Now, our target is a guard, it seems. That's kind of cool. Now we're trespassing, so we're not allowed round the back here as a laundry worker. And our guard hangs out near Vanya Shah's carriage. There's also a waiter that hangs around near there, though. That guy. So if we're sneaky stealthy, maybe we can take him out. Maybe we can drag him down here. Yeah. As with the dancer outfit, I'm familiar with this guy because of the escalations on Mumbai. I ended up doing them all at some point, and it's definitely taught me a lot more about the level and how it works. Now, was there a box outside here? I mean, there's one there, yeah. So maybe we chuck this guy out the window? Can we do that? No, okay. I'm just trying to think about where we're going to hide the body of our target. And how we're going to get him to where we need him to be. So in here there's, what, 2 people. She looks pretty sad. Is she Vanya's servant? I think she is. So I guess Vanya is no more on this version of the map. No, let's pop you right in the corner. So if Vanya is no more, then she's not going to come across here. That guard does though. But he's going to go back at some point. Now, would that guard notice if we start bashing people on the head in this train cart? Probably. But he's going back. So maybe we wait for the servant to move again, because I think she will. Yep, she's on the move. Right, no one appears to have spotted any of that. Can we lure this guy over? Okay, he doesn't seem to want to be lured by that. I'm worried about him seeing our friend in the corner here. Maybe we just move our friend indoors. Because it does appear as though no one's really paying attention to what's going on in this train carriage. Now we should be safe to lure our man right back in the corner here, but we want to wait until nobody else is watching. So I'm talking about that guard who's approaching and that woman over there. And if we lure him into the right spot, then it won't be an issue. And he did hear that good, because that is very much the right spot. Yes, come on into my lair. Good man.
You need to show yourself, you hear? Whoever you are.
Yeah, get poison, pal. And in we go. He's just snoring away. So we'll put a stop to that. And 3 out of 4 again. Now I guess we can make our way out, and I think I will pop in and buy an ornamental katana. Just to take it off the list of things that we need to buy. And as usual, that's been a fun little jaunt to Mumbai. It's a fun level. I like having to use different disguises to get about. So, yeah, always a pleasure, Mumbai. And I will see you again sometime soon. Now what do we have? Prox Taser, Remote Explosive, Antique Lethal. Yeah, we'll take the lethal. We are looking at a foodie, but as we've previously discussed, No Bodies Found doesn't work terribly well with poisoning people. And No Bodies Found was one of our objectives. So, eliminate guards SMG, No Bodies Found, pacify guards unnoticed, and our prestige is pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go with Ice Pick Kill. It's certainly become easier to do hardcore. It's been a much easier run this time round, and I think that's only in part because of the experience that I've gathered through playing multiple times. I think the biggest thing that's made hardcore easier than it used to be is the change to prestige objectives, so that you only ever get one silent assassin and you only ever get one time trial. Because when you take those out of the list, most of the other objectives are pretty easy, all told. And therefore, it just makes life a lot easier. We're looking for brown hair, glasses, necklace, earrings, but no hat. Do we bring along some poison vials? We've got the space for them. Emetic and lethal. I mean, we could see if we've got any mushrooms upstairs. Let's do that. Let's continue to be stingy selves and try and use free things. First of all, there we go. We got a mushroom. If we can pick it up, there we go. So I think we will make ourselves some lethal pills. Do we bother going back down for emetic poison? I mean, it's Paris. We're going to find rat poison about the gaff. So I don't think we bother. I think we just head out to our seaplane and we make our way to the final challenge, the fourth and final showdown of Hardcore Freelancer. And we begin upstairs. This is a promising location to start, I think, because we can sneak down and we can bonk a chap on the head. We've got two chaps. Bonk. So we can bonk them both on the head. Now you're coming over here. So we'll bonk you. Does that count? That does count somehow as pacify guard unnoticed. I guess that second guy's in here because the safe is also in here. Very well. Nowhere to store people though, so we will just bring you round the corner. Hopefully none of our targets come in here at any stage. And now we'll do a bit of safe cracking. Good, so that's the safe cracked. And then, given as this lad is right here, we'll complete one of our objectives. Let's grab his gun as well. Don't want people seeing that and thinking about delivering it into a box anywhere. And then that's another objective down. So all that remains now basically is to find our target and murk them quietly. So mansion staff outfit. Well, auction staff, the ones that are allowed to roam around anywhere. Somewhere over near the museum study, I think, is where you can get one. Let's just check this side though. There's lookouts about. Can't be helped. Now, your security. So yeah, I think I need to be on the other side. Yeah, this isn't the side with the piano. Like 3 people there. One's a lookout, the other 2 are just enforcers. Is the lookout going to come into this room? No, that's a shame. Could have offed him. Might want to pop down to ground floor and take out the cameras at some point. Maybe we do that now? We can easily get to them from here. Yeah, we'll just wait for old Securo to go past. Or is he just going to stand there? He's just going to stand there like a knob. Either way. Wait for him to stop paying attention to us in particular, and pop. And that should mean that our enforcing security guards have moved on a bit, and hopefully Lookout hasn't returned. And now we can get to this side of the mansion. No. Oh, that's a shake. His outfit would come in handy, but yeah. In here we have... Oh, we do have the lookout. I guess that's the lookout. Very well. And that door's locked, is it? That's unfortunate. So we'll let them go past. Why is there a security guard in here? Odd. Yep. That'll be a second lookout. Now, this could be awkward. Nope. Good. How are you a witness? Doesn't matter. In the cupboard you go. I'm surprised that didn't automatically trigger an evacuation of some sort. Now, is that going to bring the mansion staff in? Yeah, it is. Or the auction staff. I forget which. It doesn't matter. The main thing is he's going down and in a cupboard. Good, he is auction staff, so he's the one who's allowed upstairs. That's another lookout. We've run out of spaces to hide bods in this room. So let's consider where our targets are. There are some up and about the auction area. So this outfit is useful.
Those fancy suit guards.
That said, we still want to be able to get up there without needing to worry about frisk points. So how are we going to do that? We can do it through the attic, for sure. Is that another lookout? Yeah, it is. Buggers are everywhere. Now, this could be tricky. Because we're trespassing up here. But we can get through here without getting into trouble. It's just difficult. If we do get spotted, we will just need to not do anything. Alright, you're going that way. Why are you going that way? Did we just break up your conversation so now you guys are just going that way? Okay. There are two suspects over there having a meeting of some sort. They've just shaken hands. That means it's not a secret meeting. It's either business or handover. So. Ah, piss. Lookout alerted. Okay. It was business. But we're not compromised. We just need to hope that that doesn't trigger the secret people leaving as well. Now, where are you going next, Lookout? Where are the rest of the targets? There's 3 on this floor. Oh, is that the 3 that were fleeing from upstairs? It's hard to say. Right. There is a bookworm in there. That could be one for us. Are we allowed in here? Good. No, they've got a hat. They're not our target. Now, where are you going now, Lookout? This Lookout, such a pain. But this outfit, very strong. So we'll take it. Once again, I've nearly been buggered by the fact that using your camera takes you out of crouch. I should have been more careful. But the rest of our targets are just chilling. Who are you? Blonde. And also smoker. So not the one. You, on the other hand, are drinking. And you're a hat wearer, so you're not the one. Hat wearer. It's definitely more hat wearers than non-hat wearers. Which I think makes sense. Because if you do the maths, like, everyone's got 4 out of the 6 targets, so I think 4 out of 6, so 2/3 of people should have hats. 2/3 of people should have red hair or brown hair, things like that. With hair it might be different. Now, you fit the bill. And we're running out of targets, thanks in part to our clumsiness. That one's on their way to a meeting. Are they wearing a hat? Yeah, they are. Definitely running out of targets. Did you just eat something? Maybe. So if we could find some rat poison, that would be nice. Although we could also just find a spot where we can seek her here. Now, final target is outside. There's, oh, yep, someone's escaped there recently. So we won't worry about that for now. Oh, sorry, sir. Just headed back to the kitchen. It's definitely rat poison down the stairs. She's reading a book. Yeah, she is the one. That's for sure. At this point. So let's bob down. Although we're probably also going to need to seek her assassin. So maybe we'll need to seek her as well. But it can't hurt to have a bit of poison about our person. Right, seems like I can't remember. Either I've walked past it, or it's not here for some reason. But yeah, I'm having difficulty locating any poison down here. So let's just do the normal. Let's seek her assassin. Get the job done. We're close to toilets. Now, she is going back this way. Gonna stand about there. If this guy wasn't here, that would be great, because he's a pain in the buttocks. We could just, at this point, give up on nobody's found. But giving up on objectives is for losers. Now, those two are going back that way. Or at least... I mean, when she stands there and reads, it's not a bad spot to seek her. If not for this guy, perhaps. This guy might be a bother. Luckily we know how to deal with him. Now, what would happen if we turned the sink back on? Would it draw in her assassin or anything like that? Would it draw in anyone else? Yes! Wow! Isn't that just dandy? It doesn't leave us a cupboard to put her in if she chooses that particular bathroom. But maybe that's fine. Because if she comes in here, she'll be the final person we need. So, yeah, we'll just take her out. Now, the only other thing we could do to make this even more of a sure thing is to find some rat poison. She wants an apology, you know. She ain't getting one. She might get a distraction though, if we're lucky. Yeah, she's the only person left around here. Good. Down goes her. Shut goes the door. Squidge goes the ice pick. Excellent. Now, just to be 1,000,000% sure, we're just going to drag her bod just over there a bit so that when we open this door, nobody gets excited and sees anything. Oop, we're going to put away the ice pick because it'd be very silly to keep that out. And now we just need to make our way to the exit for a perfect run on the final challenge. Do we bother going to see Supplier Friend? Nah, they're all the way up in the auction. We've got no way of getting out on that top floor. So we'll just take a leisurely jog. Could have been much worse. Oops. Nearly ran into a lookout as I was explaining how straightforward and easy this was. So yeah, we got a bit lucky with triggering of a lookout not causing a domino effect and causing the others to flee. But yeah, not too bad, all told. And that is campaign completed. There we have it. Another hardcore campaign complete. We get back our Sega, which we love very dearly. Get a big wad of cash for our troubles. And a little yellow rubber ducky. And there you have it. Hardcore. Not as bad as people say. I don't know if it's ever going to shake its reputation as being a right pain in the butt. And some things about it are a pain in the butt. It'd be nice if you had like bespoke options where you could turn things on and things off. I think I'd definitely turn off not being able to tell if there's lookouts or assassins nearby, because that's just annoying more than anything. But the increased number of targets and increased suspects I would leave on. And yeah, the main thing that's changed now since everyone first tried hardcore is the prestige objectives. They're much kinder now that you only get one time trial and you only get one silent assassin, because what's the worst the other one can be? Like collateral accident or something like that? And that's perfectly fine. You just find a propane tank. So, not as bad as it used to be. If you've not given hardcore a try in a while, I'd recommend giving it a go. I think anyone is capable of getting the job done. But next time we've got a different job to do, because we're going to do the challenge that I was intending to do this time, which is the Earn Your Gear challenge. What does that involve? Well, you'll have to tune in next week and find out, won't you? Until then, thanks for watching, friends.